Good morning, woodblock printmaker Dave Bull here at my usual perch behind my carving bench in our shop in Asakusa, Tokyo. Carving and printing in this video? Not this time. Nor is there a discussion of interesting old prints in our collection. This one is an announcement video. We've cooked up a new project here and it's time to let the world know about it. A couple of weeks back, I uploaded a video to our YouTube channel in which I told you about how woodblock prints in the old days were frequently made in sets of 8, following a standardized pattern that went back for centuries. Some were landscape prints, that's how it started, in sets of 8. Some were scenes of domestic life in sets of 8. Sometimes it was warriors, sometimes courtesans, birds, you name it, but always it came in sets of 8. Now, I'm not going to tell the whole story all over again in this video. You can go back and look at that one if you want to learn more. But here, I will simply recap the main point. No matter what the overall theme of those sets seemed to be, landscape or warriors or domesticity, there was always another sub-theme underlying the image you were looking at. Those sub-themes were set in stone. There was no variation permitted. Let's run over them again because they are so important to what is coming up here in a minute. Evening snow, night rain, autumn moon, evening bell, returning sails, descending geese, evening glow, and clearing weather. Now the consumers of the prints, the people who bought them back in the old days, they knew what to look for. These themes had to be in there somewhere. Sometimes it was straightforward. In this Hiroshige landscape we see here, you know we are looking at the evening snow theme. This one, from a view of 8 views of warriors, I think you can all guess this is probably going to be night rain. And this one we saw in the other video, this thing has been parodied now. We don't have to see it directly. How do you know this is one of the themes from the set? The towel in the corner, Soka, returning sails. You can hide this, you can bury this, you can parody them, but they have to be in there. Now, that's enough recap. Let's get on with this. Those of you who saw the previous video might remember that I deviated from my planned talk at one point along the way. I interjected a thought that just occurred to me at that time. Let's replay that clip here. Simply put, 8 views turned out to be one of the most popular memes of all time. Now, interesting enough though, I think they did miss a big chance on this. Search as I might, I can't come up with a single example in Japanese traditional printmaking of 8 views of cats. Now that would have been a meme to remember. So I think you can see where we are going with this. Yes, we here at Mokuhankan are going to give it a try. We are going to publish a set of 8 prints, a hake. This will be Neko hake, 8 views of cats. And we are going to stick to the same rules as the old days. We are going to incorporate those same 8 sub-themes into the print designs. Although I should perhaps make things a bit more clear at this point. When I say we, what I really mean is you. I don't have any designs for this series prepared. All I have is the idea. That part was easy. Ladies and gentlemen, start your pencils. Okay, how is this going to work? We're going to do it stage by stage. For stage 1, we want to collect image ideas and concepts from designers all around the world. We have prepared a website where people can read over our description of what we're looking for and where they can find a page to apply. And of course, upload their image concept for our consideration. At this stage, we want everybody to keep it simple. We don't want you to spend a zillion hours working on a wonderfully complex design only to learn later that it doesn't suit what we're looking for. We just want concept sketches at first. Those sketches we receive, hopefully many of them for each of the 8 themes, will be displayed on the website so that we can all see together what kind of things are possible. As this is going on over the next couple of months, we here at Mokuhankan will be studying these concept ideas carefully and will select a number of them for further consideration. Not just 8 of them. For each of the 8 themes, assuming we get lots of applications, we will select a number of those entries, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, for progress to stage 2, which will be by invitation. To all the people we select for stage 2, we will send an image template into which the designer must then work out a more complicated version of their concept. Again, Details are on the website, but here I can simply mention we will need the image to be broken and colored into layers, ready for production as a multicolored woodblock print. Now doing that will take you quite some time, and I'm hesitant to ask people to spend time and energy on making things to fit my rules, only to find later that you weren't one of the final 8 people selected at the end. I don't think that's fair, so here's what we are going to do. If we ask you to move to stage 2 and prepare this full color submission, we will pay you for it when it comes in. Yes, you don't have to pay to submit to this project. We will pay you to do so. At that stage, it'll be a submission honorarium of US $100. Now, before a million people get too excited about this, please understand what I'm saying. Anybody and everybody is encouraged to send concepts to stage 1. That application form is already up on the website. You don't pay us, we don't pay you. It is from that pool of images that we will select a group of designs to move forward to stage 2. And it is for that step we will make the honorarium payment. Stage 1 and stage 2 will be open and running all through the next couple of months, June and July. But at some point, I have to do the movie director thing. Cut, print, and start production of this series itself. That's when I will sit down and make a selection of the final 8 images, 1 from each of the themes to make up the final set. At that point, we need the 8 designers to enter into a publishing contract with us. Details of this are also on the website, and of course, we will agree to pay them a royalty, at 10% of the retail price of every print that we sell over all the subsequent years that the prints will be in production. How many prints will that be? Of course, I have no idea. Some of our designs here at Mokuhankan sell in the low hundreds of each, others well into the thousands. We intend to keep this series in our catalog for as long as there is consumer interest and, of course, as long as the blocks physically last. And that can be a very, very long time. As I mentioned before, this series is not going to be a subscription series. These prints will be sold one by one. So undoubtedly, some of the ones in the set will be much more popular than others. That's going to be up to you. So there you have it. The website has a lot more information along with templates to show you the boundaries for size and other details. And of course, you'll find a page there where you can upload your concept sketch for my consideration. Honestly speaking, at this point, I'm really not quite sure what's going to happen next. Will there be a ton of people sending us stuff or just a little dribble of interest? And even if a lot of people do send images in, will there be enough good and interesting stuff in there that will make it worthwhile for me to spend all the money I need to do to cut and print and publish these things? I've got my fingers crossed on this, and the rest is up to you. Just what kind of designs are people going to come up with? Remember the 8 themes. How can you incorporate those into something interesting that involves cats? Evening bell. Cat, bell, there's something off. Okay. Descending geese, birds coming out of the sky with a cat. Where have I seen that somewhere? Anyway, that part of it isn't my job. It's yours. Get busy.